is a Christian, wife and a mother of two. She is an author, motivational speaker, a mentor, sexual health advisor and a strong advocate for the rehabilitation of victims of human trafficking. She has a master's degree in refugee studies and community development. She believes that sharing true knowledge in the things we do, and showing the compassionate love of God is the way forward in our global world. So join her every second and fourth Tuesdays of the month at 7:15 p.m. to 7:45 p.m. UK time on PRZ 109.2 FM London, where she re-educate and re-empower God's people.
Hey, hello everyone. How are you? How you doing today? I hope you are doing well. It's pretty cold outside, but hey, well, it's the season. It's the season of Christmas and joyful merriment. So if it's hot, then that won't be Christmas. So I want to say, how are you? Hello. This is Rita Eluwade, and this program is Time with Rita Eluwade. I'm excited to be on this platform today. I don't take it for granted at all, because it's always a privilege to return to this God-given platform every fortnightly, knowing that without God in our lives, there is absolutely nothing we can do. So I want to take a moment to thank Him for another day made possible by Him and Him alone. Lord God, I thank you because you are God forever. I ask you, dear God, to continue to reign and impact everyone listening to this program in the four corners of the earth. In Jesus' name, amen. Merry Christmas to you all. How's the shopping going? And how's the stress and the running around for things that have no meaning? How are they going? Yeah, I know some of you is like, yeah, we have to do it. Yes, absolutely, we have to do it. But being careful in doing it is also, the wisdom we have to acquire when we do these things. It's not the time we spend in running around or trying to, go from one shop to the other that makes Christmas, The thing that makes Christmas is far away from the things we do today. So we have to be very careful as humans and know the reason why we celebrate Christmas and the reason for the season. So that's why today, the topic for today is, what is Christmas to you? What is the season to you? What is it to you? How do you see Christmas? Because it's a question that a lot of people would have different answers to. But as I sit here tonight, I thought about this really hard, and I just wanted to share this with you. And perhaps as I share it, you would also be looking at the Christmas, the meaning of Christmas, what it is to you. Have you just been celebrating it? Have you just been doing it because other people are doing it? Do you really know the meaning of Christmas? Like I said, the topic is, what is Christmas to you? And I hope you heard me right. What is Christmas to you? Once again, let me introduce myself. My name is Rita Eluwade. I'm the host and the presenter of this absolutely fabulous program. And today we are having this chat on this platform. So, if you've just joined in, I've just introduced myself as Rita Eluwade. Go get your coffee, get your tea, get your dinner, sit tight, because I'm hoping that after tonight's program, you would reflect, you would have a rethink about Christmas and the season. Okay. Now, I don't have the knowledge or all the knowledge about Christmas, but from what I have researched and what I've seen and what I've heard other people say, I can say that Christmas would mean a lot of things to many of us. But again, I like to research. I like to just dig in and see what other people are doing, what is out there, what people in the shops are saying, what families are saying. I like to do that sometimes, and I think that's a nosy aspect of my life. If I would say that. But now, a few days ago, while I was doing one of my researches, and I came across this video on YouTube. And, I wasn't looking at the person's religion. I wasn't looking at the person's, the ideas behind the person that I saw in the video. And that's the person of Oprah Winfrey. And there was this video I saw. The video she made. I actually posted that on my Facebook for those of you that are my followers. If you've not listened to it because you have one or two negative things about the woman, try listen to that. You might learn one or two things that would benefit or impact you as a person. So when I saw this video, the title of the video was tearful, something about the tearful video on the power of women. Something, when the speech she made on one of those, award prize giving celebration on our foundation. So, but you see, the thing about this video, like I would do with every speech that I listen to or other people that I listen to, I wanted to try and understand the meaning and the message of what she was saying. She said quite a lot, but one of the things that took my interest was the fact that, she talked about how at 12 years old, the mom told her there was not going to be Christmas, and the disappointment she felt. Like, we would have a lot of children in our global community right now that would not celebrate Christmas. So she went further to say how Christmas was saved on that night, how some nuns came to their house where she lived with her mom, who was on welfare, and her stepbrothers, and how they got toys, they got this hamper that saved Christmas. Then as she progressed in the speech, she talked about how she wanted to pay back, how she wanted to not do stuff. But again, this was not just done by Oprah. She said she was influenced by a book she read by Zuko, the Seat of the Soul. I've not read that book. I'm looking to read in that book. But later, what I really liked about this speech that she was making was the fact that she was able to transform the life of other people. She did, to other people in South Africa. And that was the beginning of her building a school in South Africa, which is big, which is amazing. Yes, it's awesome, yes. But myself and yourself, we cannot be Oprah. We don't have such resources. But does that mean we cannot make an impact in other people's life? Does that mean we don't have a role to play in humanity? No. It means everybody has a message, has an influence. Wherever you are, there is something you can do. So, as I listened more to her story, I had to look at myself as a person, because I think from the community where I'm coming from, we've taken Christmas as a time where we celebrate, we eat, and we get gifts. Even from the part of Africa where I'm from, and we saw it as a time, we really don't get so much gifts, like we'd have here, but well, my parents, average, they did quite a lot. We have people, they host a lot of people. We have new clothes. Well, that could be the same as having gifts, But growing up now, I learned that. Well, did I learn it, or I saw it being done in Europe? I copied that at the time that I have to buy the shop for my kids and my loved ones, not thinking about people that are not family. So, some years back, I got kind of a rude awakening that today I'm grateful for. Something happened, and it's kind of the trajectory, the course of my life, and the things that I thought were important. I started reassessing them, and I started re-examining them, and which I know most of you out there listening to me do. Sometimes we don't do that all the time, but there are things that happen in your life that would make you have a rethink, or you reassess, your life situation or people around you. So I think that's what happened to me. So, and that was a very rough time for myself and my family. So because it was a very rough time, Christmas was not what we were thinking about, how we would normally, buy the shop for our kids, just, go do paint the shop red or paint the town red, if you know what I mean, buy a lot of things. But that particular Christmas, I remember vividly, was not it was a quiet one, was a super one. It wasn't without, we had, but it wasn't like it used to be. And I was, I was sad as a mom that I wasn't able to buy the shop that I would normally do for my kids. I wasn't able to buy, as if I was bribing my kids, like most of us do, buy them the best gifts and everything, and not, putting into consideration, the things we ought to be actually doing in the season. Because every day is an opportunity for us to love our kids. We don't necessarily have to wait the December period to buy gifts and wrap them to show that we love them, So, but in this particular year, what stood out for me was that I was sad. I was really sad because I looked, I was broke, man. I was so broke because I was unemployed, and things were rough. I tell you, things were rough. So as I felt bad that I couldn't go to the shops that I would normally go, by the 19th, I'm already done. I'm done with my shopping. I've put smiley faces. I've put, roses, the ribbons, the kisses, spray perfume, and the gifts so my kids will be happy and my loved ones will be happy. I was sad because I couldn't do that. Now, something happened. I was introduced to a young lady that had just lost her husband, with 3 kids, ages 3.5 to 6 months, had no food to eat, not even to talk about Christmas. Then that was rude awakening for me. Then I sat down quietly to think of what actually was making me sad. Why was I sad? I bought gifts, but they weren't as, elaborate, as beautiful, as, as many as I would normally buy during Christmas. Then I met this lady, young, beautiful woman, beloved of the Lord, that has just lost, lost a precious gift, her husband, her soulmate, and left with 3 kids. The smallest 6 months and the oldest 3.5 years. She had no food. She had no hope for tomorrow. And she wasn't thinking of Christmas. Yes. This is Time with Rita Eluwade. My name is Rita Eluwade. If you've just joined us, go get your coffee, get your tea, get whatever you're drinking, sit down. Let's have a chat. So, I woke up rudely. I mean, from that, utopia, that dream world of, Christmas is a time where I go to shop, I go to the best places, I tick the lists, my Christmas list, their, my loved ones, their wish list and whatever, what have you not, I think that was just about 3-4 minutes of thinking, and I thank God that, I made the right decision that day, that Christmas really is not about the gifts. It's actually about humanity. It's about sharing what you have. It's about sharing. It's about showing love and kindness. So, you know what I did? I took, in the Bible it said the cloth of sadness. I quickly took it off my person, my body, and I started being joyful. Then because I saw an avenue for me to be helpful, for me to be, resourceful, for me to be a blessing. So the little I thought I had became so much because I wanted to share it. I wanted to see that this young lady had a smile. So quickly I forgot about my kids because heaven, God, they've always had so many. So I concentrated on kids that would not have food, that would not, and I was happy. And that was the beginning of what Christmas meant to me. So like Oprah, she did it in her level, in her standard, in her what have you not, with her connection, with whatever she had. She went to South Africa with loads of gifts, with loads of new things, and gave it to people. Yes, but you know what? You can do the same. Just with the little you have, in London, in England, in Denmark, in Norway, in America, in Nigeria, in, Cyprus, wherever you're hearing the sound of my voice today, that you have in your hand is good enough, is enough for you to share this period. Showing love, showing kindness. I know this is not the normal procedure. This is not a kind of program, program I talk about on this platform. But you see, that's why I'm very happy about this platform we have. We can talk about those things that are controversial, because some people just think this is the time to marry, this is the time for to use credit cards that you can pay for in the new year, to borrow. But really, let's be frank to one another. Would that bring you joy? Would that bring you happiness? Is that what Christmas really is to you? Is that what it's all about? That was for me what I could do with my broke self, unemployed, the little I had, and it brought me joy. Then it kind of re-established something that I've always known, that when you share, you're blessed, and when you share, you tend to kind of reach God's heart, because he's not going to come himself to just bless that woman and his kids. He would use yourself and myself to bless such people, the orphans, the ones that are lonely in our community, the abused, the homeless, the ones that are homeless, the ones that are fatherless, the motherless. He's waiting for your hands and my hands to touch them, to touch humanity. So if you ask me what is Christmas, I think I would kind of, think towards that line, because you may just say, I've been working so hard for my family and my friends, it's a time I relax. But really, is it a time you relax? Is it a time you work for your family? Because in the new year, you're paying bills that money you borrowed. You're tired because you spent, you didn't rest, you didn't relax, during the holidays. So what I'm saying today, it's for us to have a rethink. What is Christmas to you? What is Christmas to you? This is Time with Rita Eluwade. My name is Rita Eluwade. And if you're just joining us, get a cup of tea, get a cup of coffee. We are talking about what is Christmas to you. Yes, it's a time to celebrate. It's a time to be joyful. But in that merriment, in that season of merriment, in that joyfulness, the compassionate nature of Christ, is it exhibited in any way? Do you exhibit it? Do you show it? Do you show mercy? Do you show love? I've just shared a story of how I was blessed because, really I was blessed that year because, this beautiful woman and her 3 kids came to my life, my family's life. And my kids weren't talking about, we just got one gift. They were so happy because they could share. They saw the reason why they could share and why they had to share, And the food was amazing because we shared it and everything. So I'm just going to say to you, I'm going to encourage you this Monday afternoon, night, wherever you are, in the 4 corners of the world, that have a rethink about this. Have a rethink. Reassess this. What is Christmas to you really? If in your street you have a lot of homeless people that are in this cold, blessed weather, outside the shops, sleeping rough, without food, whatever, it's not our place to judge them, because some of us, we end up judging. I'm not giving them because they will do that, they'll do that. Sweetheart, do you know, I and you were just some paychecks away from being homeless ourselves. We are? Yes, we are. So it's a time for us to collaborate with those that are in the field, those that are doing great things. Show our little love, whatever little support you have, give it to those people that are working with the elderly this period, that are working with the homeless this period, that are working with the fatherless, the orphans, the abused. Show some love. That is what Christmas is to me. Love and kindness has no gender, has no race, has no color, has no religion, has no language, has no sex, has nothing. Showing love to people, a baby can do that. Children are giving their pocket money to do great things. Men are doing that, women are doing that. So I want to encourage you today to think about Christmas in a new way. Think about Christmas in a new way. Let it be to you a time where you share, a time where you love, a time where you show kindness, a time when you just, a time when you are thankful to God because you made it. You're still here. A lot of us didn't make it. It's not because we're better than them. It's just because of the mercies of God. If God showed us mercy, why can't we show love? And why can't we just, show mercy? And why can't we stop being judgmental? If you're just joining us, this is Rita Eluwade. I'm the host and the presenter of Time with Rita Eluwade. We're talking about what is Christmas to you tonight. A few days ago, I know they will not want me to call their names. Beloved friend and his church. They went out into the community of London, and they did awesome work with homeless people, supplying a lot of things to homeless people. Hey guys, you know your name. Well done. God bless you richly. I pray the Lord Almighty give you more, strength, energy to bless humanity, because that's what we're called for. We're called to do that. Actually, why not? I'm talking about Pastor Vincent Lawa and his team and his church members. I think that's what the remission is about during Christmas, giving to those less privileged in our community. Guys, well done. And so many other people are doing a lot of things. I'm going to be cooking soup to the elderlies that I know that love my Danish soup and bread, and that I know would love it. And I'm going to be doing that. What are you doing? What are you doing? Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Are you going to be giving your time? Will you be going to have a chat with the elderly in your community? Will you be giving something to the homeless? What are you going to be doing? That's what Christmas is about. Hey, let's come together. Let's make humanity better. Right? I'm excited because this is a season for us to just bless other people. And I know we can do it. So, if you've had a different definition of what Christmas is, I've just given you a clue of what my Christmas is. And I hope that after tonight, you would have a rethink about what Christmas is. And I'm excited. I'll be getting a lot of messages. I know you always send me messages. My messenger is always, packed full. And to hear what you're doing or what you've done during this season and how you've blessed other people. So before I go tonight, wherever you are this morning, afternoon, I want to say thank you for tuning in. Allow me to come into your homes, come into your cars, come into your offices. As this will be our last program before we meet the second week in January, I want to invite you to my awesome, amazing annual couples dinner that is going to be held in February, the 16th of February 2019, by the grace of God. So if you are a Christian, you're up there, you're married, hey, it's happening. Don't spend your money in one restaurant and eat Valentine food. Come to our annual couples dinner. And it's actually an event. You will be so blessed. You and your spouse, you have my, my masterclass. You would meet people. You will network with other Christian couples. You will meet a lot of people. Good food, good music, and you'll be blessed. So I hope to see you. And if you come, please do introduce yourself. Come say hello and tell me about where you heard of the program. And we have a lot of prizes for couples, a lot of gifts for couples that will be attending that program. So once again, this is Rita Eluwade, the host and the presenter of Time with Rita Eluwade. I hope you've had a great one tonight, and I look forward to hearing all your tales. Have a good holiday and Merry Christmas to you, and a prosperous New Year. And I look forward to seeing you next year by the grace of God. Bye.
Rita Eluwade is a program where only the controversial, forbidden and not to be spoken about in our marriages, families, churches, schools and communities are dissected and deliberated upon. Every second and fourth Tuesdays of the month at 7:15 p.m. to 7:45 p.m. UK time. On PRZ 109.2 FM London. Rita Eluwade is a Christian, wife and a mother of two. She is an author, motivational speaker, a mentor, sexual health advisor and a strong advocate for the rehabilitation of victims of human trafficking. She has a master's degree in refugee studies and community development. She believes that sharing true knowledge in the things we do, and showing the compassionate love of God is the way forward in our global world. So join her every second and fourth Tuesdays of the month at 7:15 p.m. to 7:45 p.m. UK time. On PRZ 109.2 FM London, where she re-educate, and re-empower God's people